Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm in a different location because I'm on holidays, so things are looking a little bit different, right? So anyway, and I have, because I'm in my travels, I've had to go. I went out and bought myself a new deck of cards, and I am focusing on the star seed. The star codes, astrological. So I've got these new cards out here. I hope you can hear me. I hope I'm being loud enough. So we'll go with what I've already got out here on the table. I'll just pull these a little bit closer. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, we have the Sun card. It's number 18, source, returning to source. This is also about the leadership role that one may be, I was going to say falling into, or have been, this is more like not falling into, but have been aligned with a leadership. So you are being elevated to the Sun position, the source position, which is the leadership position. It does not mean that the universe revolves around you, but the coming coming times, like what we're moving into right now is requiring the collective to be moving into a leadership position. And then we've got a dignified strength, and this is drawing on the strength from the past, and we have the South node here with the past, right? So the strength that we have developed from our experiences of the past is elevating us to this Sun position, this leadership position, and with the retrograde card and the debilitated discomfort that one has gone through in the past is bringing about this change. So it's about the reflection on the past. So we're required to reflect on the past and take into account our experiences that have brought us to this time in space as we come out of retrograde. There has been some energies or experiences of the past that have, kept us stuck in this debilitated sort of energy. It's been I'm not going to say a stuck position, but more like a learning position, taking what has kept us in I don't even want to say stagnant situation, but it's more like a required learning position with the South Node in the past. So we are required to reflect on the past so that we can move into this leadership position with those past experience that has actually elevated our strength, okay? And this is then bringing us the change, right? So the change is about those conflicting tensions, which we have here, that has brought us to this conjunction and alliance. So we will be looking at our alliances here. Change with 51 is very significant. So the 5 being that change card, that change number, and then with the number 1 being, you know, the new beginning, and with new alliances here. And so we are needing to reflect on those past experiences to be able to discern our new alliances for this future, this new position of leadership. Okay, so a lot of reflection here to draw on those past experiences. So I hope I'm being loud enough again, right? So here we go. So we'll pull some tarot on this. Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, what does the collective need to know at this time? What do we need to know? Okay, so we do have some conflict. This is the conflict from the past. And the 10 of Swords is now in reverse. So this is taking those conflicting past experiences, those energies, those negative energies are being, I'm hearing dropped away, like fallen by the wayside. But at the same time, we build on those strengths that of those experiences, those past experiences. Okay, strength, clarify this, please, Spirit. In a dignified way. So this is the strength is taking us to the top of this spiral staircase here, up and elevated above these clouds into this new gateway and this new royal, this is like a royal throne here. The strength from the past has elevated us to this throne archway after this reflection. The south node. Clarify the south node. Whoops, too many, please. One at a time. One at a time. Let's give this a little bit more of a shuffle. Again. One at a time, please. Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors. Oh, we better do our Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors. Please keep myself and the collective protected during this reading. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. All negative energy projections will be returned to sender, dissolved into the ether and deemed ineffective as the Holy Spirit sees fit. Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors. Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Holy Spirit Guides, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to know at this time? Heartbreak. Well, you know, this is the love in reverse. This is, what is this? It's coming out in reverse. So this is a reversal of our past disappointments I'm getting. Disappointments in partnerships and in love. Okay. But this is reversing now. We have an Emperor. And Judgment in reverse. Somebody may not want to be judged for the past. This could be you or somebody else here with the Emperor, with no judgment. So somebody, no judgment from the past. No negative residue for this change. Somebody wants to move forward without the negative residue of the past. So somebody might be coming towards of a love that was not presented, not given. Change. Clarify this. Change. Conjunction. Family. Or this is a wish fulfillment that was not risen. I heard risen, not like reconciled or something, not change. There may not be, my throat just closed up on me there for a second. There may not be a reconciliation with a group or family within this change. Tension. Clarify this tension. Square, semi-square. Lies. So there were some untruths here, I'm not sure. We're going to clarify these cards. Conjunction and alliance, please, Spirit. There's tension surrounding this past untruths from a family group, and now we're moving towards new alliance, because it looks like there's no reconciliation here. Yeah, look, family in reverse, or the past is in reverse. This is all new. There's a tower moment. Something was not transformed. Death is in reverse. Death and rebirth is in reverse. So it's like it's a no for anything from the past, pretty much. And this could be bringing somebody a tower. Or some bodies a tower, because somebody is realigning their alliances. There is a victory here. Yeah. Okay, so let's clarify the Five of Wands, please, Spirit. Five of Wands with conflict in leadership, conflict in, temperance. There was conflict in some sort of leadership here, and it is being tempered. This conflict is being tempered. It could be a Sagittarius energy. Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh, hang on, that's too much. But I just seen the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Star card. Okay, Ten of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit. So this is reversing a negative situation. Ten of Swords, clarify, please, Spirit. The Ten of Swords in reverse. A Knight of Swords. So this could be a new alliance coming in after a Ten of Swords situation. This Knight of Swords could be somebody from the past, after past conflict being tempered. It's like it's like an energy being released. So yes, we are required to release what does not serve, and that's going to bring in a Knight of Swords, some truths, a victory here. Somebody coming in with a victory with the Six of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Cups in reverse. Clarify this Ace of Cups in reverse. So somebody wants to come out of the cold. I'll just check that this is supposed to be in reverse with the High Priestess in reverse. So let's see. Oh, it's in the upright. So somebody being left out in the cold from a High Priestess in reverse. Or this is a High Priestess in reverse, has been left out in the cold. So somebody with this, or somebody may not have used their intuition here. They may have had a blocked crown chakra and therefore did not present the love that was required for some sort of reconciliation. So somebody's still in their south node. Somebody was still in their south node, and then we've got Judgment in reverse. So somebody may not want to be judged for this. So what is this? Judgment in reverse with the Emperor. Somebody's not communicating. So they didn't communicate a love here. They never used their intuition. They left someone out in the cold. They never communicated something. They may not have communicated their love. A Queen of Wands could be watching, or has some sort of Seven of Swords. They may not have taken a leap of faith. It was a deception. They may have taken a leap of faith with a Queen of Wands. Well, there was a Queen of Wands watching, so therefore somebody was not communicating what they... A Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody lacking some sort of integrity, or lacking some knowledge or truth. Someone lacking some sort of truth. And then we've got the Chariot. About somebody's movements. Somebody was not communicating their movements. So what is this change with the Ten of Cups in reverse, please, Spirit? With Uranus. A Queen of Cups is in reverse. Could be somebody's mother in a family. Be a mother figure in somebody's family that somebody may have rejected with this change. What is this change in reverse with the Queen of Cups? Somebody was heartbroken, or is. So somebody might be moving away from heartbreak, moving away from someone. So because we were talking about letting go of something here. Clarify the Ace of Swords with the tension about surrounding some sort of blockage, some sort of mental blockage here. Somebody couldn't see a truth, and it created a tension. But somebody's got their guard down. Seven of Wands in reverse. Somebody was not... I'm not sure. Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse, or somebody was unhealed. A Moon is in the upright, and Justice in reverse. Oh no, the Moon is in reverse, sorry. A Justice in reverse. I'll just check that that was in reverse. No, that's coming out in the upright. So something was done in the dark. So this one must be in reverse. This one's in reverse. Justice. There was an injustice done in the dark, and it was a lie. There was a lie which created some sort of tension. Somebody was doing something in the dark that created a tension. A lot of it, I feel, is somebody just not communicating what they needed to communicate, and it caused them to be left out in the cold. So, Six of Cups in reverse, a death and rebirth. Okay, so what is this Tower? With the Alliance, we have a King of Cups. Somebody could be in their emotions about this. Alliance. Somebody could be wanting to align with someone. Clarify the temperance in the conflict. Temperance and conflict. Yeah, there was bad news or misunderstandings. I just heard misunderstandings that caused. Could have been misunderstandings that caused conflict. Tempering. Now somebody may want to temper this conflict and temper these misunderstandings, or like come forward and be open for somebody's. So somebody may have been fighting for a leadership position, like somebody was battling somebody for the star position, the sun position, leadership position, and they may have told lies to temper somebody else gaining this position. Clarify the Page of Wands. Options has come out sideways. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Someone could have been a player, but the illusions have come out sideways. It's in reverse. So somebody might want to temper the illusions here. Yeah, illusions of conflict, misunderstandings. Somebody might be wanting to move quickly here. Somebody's unstable. They might be wanting to shed some light on some sort of like impulsive action they may have taken, which caused conflict. Because, yeah, they may have been wanting they may have been wanting the Six of Wands, whatever was coming in maybe for the collective. The collective is definitely in the sun energy, that leadership, or they will be or need to be actually stepping up. Okay, Six of Wands. I hope you can hear me okay. Six of Wands, clarify. We have a Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody grounded, sitting on their throne. They're stable. So somebody's stable, somebody's coming towards somebody that's stable. Yeah, like strong, stable energy here. Because we do have the Strength card, but somebody was left out in the cold. Clarify this High Priestess in reverse, that somebody's been exposed for not like working with their strengths here. They were working to perhaps block somebody's love. Somebody didn't use their intuition, and they may be being exposed for this and being left out in the cold because they didn't work in like that heart space. They worked against it. They worked against the sun, against the leadership, I heard. They didn't use their intuition, and they worked against spiritual guidance, leadership. They were in their south node. They were in like karmic energy, and they never communicated because they didn't want to be judged for something. What is this? No communication, judgment, not expressing what they really wanted. And this is almost like not having no regret, like not like coming out as not caring, basically. Working in their South Node, they were not communicating what they really felt. They were denying their Nine of Cups. Acting like they didn't really care. Okay, so clarify the Three of Swords with the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have a Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Heartbroken. So somebody was heartbroken that somebody was, or is, this is the change. Somebody is moving out of a negative heart space to do with this group, and they are becoming sovereign. So this is breaking away from heartbreak and this group of people and becoming sovereign and sitting in their own power here with the Queen of Wands. Somebody's become singular and sitting in their own power. That's the change here. So they've gone from being dependent on this group. It was a painful change. So this is sort of like the chaos into the calm, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the change is that somebody's moved away from a group of people or a specific person or both. It could be a mother figure that somebody has. And this person is feeling broken because somebody is standing in their sovereignty and standing in their own power. So what was the injustice done in the dark here? When somebody had their guard down, there was an injustice done. There was a tension formed, and this is like energies being pulled this way and that. So like somebody going against the system. I just keep hearing going against the grain, but it was like to catch somebody off guard. It was an injustice. So a lie may have been told to catch somebody off guard. Somebody did something in the dark. Injustice. Clarify the injustice. That caused somebody to destabilize, like they caught somebody off guard, telling lies perhaps in the background to knock somebody off of their throne. There's a bit of a turmoil going on here. It was like a turmoil somehow, like a catastrophe or something. But we moved alliances, so somebody shifted alliances because of this. But why is okay, so clarify this King of Cups, please. Who could be going through this turmoil? King of Cups with the Tower. They're weakened. Alliances weakened. So somebody was working to weaken someone's alliance. Like trying to get somebody in an emotional state so that they couldn't transform. Or, yeah. Right. So let's choose some of these characters within this. There's a third party, a group third party, um, Seven of Swords, watching. Somebody didn't want a burden of a contract. Severing a burden. Watching. Gaining knowledge. Of somebody who's gaining some sort of knowledge of some sort of deception towards a group of people. A deception. Knowledge and a deception. There was no burden of a contract. Oh, somebody was doing some dark shit here. Look, see the Magician and the Five of Swords with the contract in reverse. So somebody was breaking a contract. They didn't want a burden. And then somebody found some knowledge of a deception to do with a group of people. Doing whatever it is they were doing, they were longing, whatever they were investing in was to mess with somebody's contract or break a contract to maybe relieve themselves of some sort of burden. But it's like there was a misconception. There was something, there was a deception in some sort of knowledge about a group of people, or there was a deception in some sort of knowledge to do with maybe this family group that caused a break. But it was to do with some sort of magic done in the dark, like black magic or gossip. It was to do with language. It was to do with communication. Or it could also be the lack of communication. The lack of communication caused somebody to be trapped in some way. Caused somebody a weakness. All right. So let's clarify this King of Cups. Okay. And we'll clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse. And we'll clarify the Queen of Wands. The Emperor. So these are our individuals here. We have a High Priestess in reverse. We'll clarify that person as well. And we'll clarify the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got quite a few individuals here. Let's see. So there could be, the Queen of Pentacles could be a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. Now I've only got one set here because I'm traveling. I have to go light, so I've only got one set of cards. So I've got to, do it like this. Okay, so let's first clarify our Queen of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Whoops, too much. Clarify our Queen of Pentacles, please. The Sun. Oh, this is our leader, okay? Coming out in the Sun. She did come out in the upright. No. It's kind of sideways. Somebody is maybe in this transitioning mode of leadership. All right? Strength. High Priestess in reverse, please. The conflict. So the conflict came from this High Priestess in reverse. So this was somebody doing some sort of... This person was creating conflict here. This person is like a dark witch. This person may have had a stronghold for some time on someone. This could be the person challenging the Queen of Pentacles for this leadership position. Clarify the Emperor, please. Is sad. Yeah, this is what we were saying, right? That they did not make an offer to somebody. They have a new perspective. And something is not over. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please, Spirit. Queen of Wands, clarify. The Queen of Wands in the upright is in their chariot. So this is movement. So this Queen of Wands is moving forward in the change. There's a lot of passionate energy here with these colours. These are all sort of like, like root chakra, sacral chakra, a creative energy. A lot of creative movement here. Somebody could be travelling, but they're sitting in their power. Okay. This can also be the Queen of Pentacles. Not sure, but we'll see. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please, Spirit, in reverse. Temperance. So this can be a Sagittarius mother figure that is not really emotionally balanced. This person is not emotionally balanced. This is where this tension is coming from. This person. It could be this High Priestess in reverse. Clarify the King of Cups is unburdened. So this could be a new alliance here. Oh, they're releasing a burden. So they could be releasing the burden of this Queen of Cups in reverse. This over-emotional person is being tempered. Number 14 could be significant. This King of Cups could also be this Emperor who was saddened about not making an offer to somebody, but now they have this new perspective about these two characters here. So I feel the Queen of Wands could be somebody who's, making a lot of moves here. And the Queen of Cups is not. It also could be that this Queen of Wands is making some moves to stop a Queen of Cups, to temper like to push somebody into their emotions by causing tensions and problems. So take it as it resonates. Okay, clarify the Ten of Wands with the King of Cups, please. Why is this person's not bothered? They're not burdened. This person has a victory over their emotions. This person could be an alliance here. They have a victory. This person is, they've got a hold of their emotions. They've got accolades here, or they have a victory over their emotions, I feel. There's no burden on this person. Somebody's let go of all their past burdens. They're not carrying anything anymore. It's like somebody's let go of all their luggage and they're just going with their shirt on their back or something like that, So this person could be moving into an alliance for someone here, or this could be the person that's actually moving into this leadership position. Take it as it resonates. So clarify the Sun coming out sideways here with the Queen of Pentacles, please. Queen of Pentacles, clarify. With the Sun in its awkward position. I just heard an awkward position. So somebody's in an awkward position and somebody's not communicating that. Somebody could be just keeping something to themselves. What is this? High Priestess with the conflict with the Five of Wands. Yeah, someone's a player here. This person here is a player. This person's playing games with someone. Causing conflict. So this person could actually be causing conflict for this Emperor to have not made some sort of an offer. Or they didn't get an offer. But they've got a new perspective on something not ending. Or they don't want to end something. What is it they don't want to end? What is this that they don't want to end? What is this, please, Spirit? A Knight of Cups. But they don't want to stop giving, or they don't want to end some sort of giving, or they want to give now because they were sad about not giving in the past, and now they've got this new perspective and they don't want to end a relationship or situation. They want to give to someone here. So clarify the Queen of Wands and the Chariot, please. The Chariot. Somebody's stability is in reverse. This could just mean that somebody is not grounded, like their movement, like they're in a moving change. They're moving from one. It can also mean somebody's homeless, or somebody's moving between, because this is coming under Uranus, which is change, right? But I don't feel like this is a negative Four of Wands. Could be, but I'm not sure. Clarify the Four of Wands in reverse. Some sort of contract ending. Or somebody doesn't want to work with someone. An end of contract. Somebody's moving on. From somewhere or someone. ending a contract. What is this contract ending? But there's a victory over here with a third party or group of people. It's a group. Could be a coven. Somebody moving away, ending something with some sort of coven, some sort of group. Could be a family group. This is the change. Clarify the Queen of Cups with Temperance, please. Temperance. Okay, so this is the this is where the tension's coming from. You know, somebody's got somebody is being affected in the pocket and in the love situation. So this can also be somebody who is creating the problems for somebody in their love and in their finances. And then we've got a new beginning. Yeah, so this is somebody who wanted to stop somebody's new beginnings in their finances and in love. There's a decision. It was a decision that somebody made. A star, could be an Aquarius. Poverty. Yeah, to create poverty for somebody, this was an injustice. And that's what was done under the moon. So this is the injustice that was done to a star, and this was a decision that somebody made. It was an actual decision, so it was a conscious decision that somebody made to stop somebody's finances and love. And new beginnings. Six of Wands, this King of Cups. There was a weakness, was that? Is it meant to come out and reverse it? Oh, that's coming out in strength, because we do have the strength card up here as well in the upright. So somebody's gained some gained some knowledge and strength from whatever the situation is, and we have Judgment in reverse. They could have gained some sort of strength, and because this is where this is coming in. There's this person could be the person coming into this leadership role because they're strengthened their, I heard abilities, but strengthened their knowledge to rise up and sit in the throne in this dignified manner. Strength and dignity. Moving and elevating from the past. So this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a Leo. Somebody's elevated themselves. They may want to be somebody's ally now. Oh, and this is bringing about a tower for whoever this dark magician is, who I feel is this High Priestess in reverse, who was a player. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, somebody who didn't want to change. So this person may not, this person may have been forced into change because of some tensions that were brought about by somebody else. So clarify the communication in reverse here, please, Spirit. The communication in reverse. Somebody was sabotaging. This is like gossip. So this could have been somebody gossiping, somebody was jealous, somebody was trying to do anything to cause misunderstanding. Like, or, yeah, it's like false information, right? It's sort of like half-truths is what I'm getting here with the sun coming out sideways. Somebody was giving half-truths. Could be about this Queen of Pentacles, or it could be in this Queen of Pentacles that was giving these half-truths to cause problems for someone because they were jealous. Clarify the Knight of Wands, please, Spirit, the conflict and the passion. Oh, yeah, devil energy here. Yep. Somebody could have been saying someone was asleep around, or this high priestess is that. Somebody could have been doing sex magic. Oof. Ooh-wee. Well, now somebody wants to move on from this person. So this emperor could have been mixed up with this person. Clarify this, devil. Oh, yeah, there's the lies. That's where the lies came in. The misconception. Devil. Straight up lies. Somebody who's a witch, telling lies, or just somebody who is very manipulative and gossiping to cause somebody problems, cause somebody not to make an offer here. This emperor. That's what this person did. They may have been saying that somebody was loose in order to stop an emperor from making an offer to somebody. But they've got a new perspective and now they want to give. They don't want something to be ended. Possibly with the Queen of Wands, who's moving, or the Queen of Wands could have moved on. Yeah, ended contract with a group of people. 3 of Cups in reverse, clarify. This was an injustice. So this other person moved on because somebody never made an offer. Because of this misinformation. So somebody went, oh well. And they ended the contract. The change. That's the change. This is what's this is the catalyst to the change in this tension. Clarify the Fool. Yeah. Somebody caused somebody a lot of pain here, unnecessarily. And this person could be feeling this now. The people that caused it. The people that caused this change, this catastrophe, to get somebody to move away from someone, to block their finances and their love relationship. So this could be happening to somebody else now. But clarify the Judgment in reverse with this Strength. But this person has gained alliance, conjunction. Left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. So now this person could have left this other person out in the cold because they've gained some sort of knowledge. Right, now they're moving on to calmer waters. Somebody's got their guard down with an investment. Somebody was going through karma. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles, please. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, look. Somebody missed out on their wish fulfillment. Possibly because they didn't want burdens. They didn't want the burdens from somebody's nonsense. Okay, 9 of Cups in reverse. Clarify. 9 of Cups in reverse. That could be all in their head. Or they could be in jail. There could have been some sort of overindulgence here, and that's why somebody was left out in the cold. Overindulgence in whatever this devil energy is. What they were doing. Clarify the 8 of Swords. But this person's gained strength and a victory from this experience. Yeah. The lie's about a connection. This has come out sideways. Could be in their head about this connection. It's come out sideways again. So it's like they're in their head about a connection, a Two of Cups. It caused conflict. Who do they align with? Yeah, there was a big deception. They were deceived. Seven of Swords. And it was to keep them out in the cold. Somebody's in regret now because of the love, the truth about a love situation. Oh dear, so there was a deception. So somebody was in regret now about the message. Or they may want to communicate now. We have a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So clarify the Page of Wands and this love situation. They want to move to calmer waters. Hang on, let me try that again. Too many there. So yeah, they want to move to calmer waters though from this deception. They're all in their head about it. They have a lot of regret about this love. The decisions that they made. But they've made a decision to communicate now. What is the communication? A King of Wands in reverse. Could be about a King of Wands in reverse. A family member in reverse. Somebody they've let go of. Somebody who was not you know, they're not on the right side of love. So this could have been a family member that somebody's let go of. This person, so like I said, this could have been somebody in a group that somebody's let go of. Letting go of a, it could be a belief system, it could be a church, it could be a family, it could be an organisation. And we have a King of Wands here in reverse. So it could be somebody's family member that lied to them and somebody's now letting them go. They are not feeling nostalgic anymore about this person and they're in regret because of not making an offer. And now somebody's got their guard down. Seven of Wands. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Keeps falling on here. Family. Yep. But now they want to move. They've got their guard down and they want to actually have their wish fulfillment after letting go of all this. They've made a decision to communicate something, that they're in regret about this love situation and this deception. Alright. So clarify the Ten of Cups in the upright. Cards keep falling on that lie, right? Somebody wants to reverse this Ten of Swords. So this Ten of Swords is in reverse. So they don't want to engage in this Ten of Swords situation anymore because they've learnt, they want to align with someone. Again, look, that just fell out. We've got the Ace of Wands. I'm not sure which way that was supposed to come out. Somebody was doing some sort of magic, or there could be sex magic here. So which way was that supposed to come out? It's in the upright. So somebody actually wants to, or somebody might be trying to manifest this Queen of Wands now. This person's standing in their power and they are independent. They have broken away from some sort of group because of this injustice. And now this person over here, this King of Cups, wants to or manifest, you know, like they could be actually engaging in wanting to manifest a family, you know. Wow. Ace of Wands, Magician. This is manifestation, a new beginning. They might want to manifest a new beginning. And they're walking away from this devil energy. So this person's walking away from the devil energy towards a new beginning. the injustice, and it's bringing someone a tower. Clarify the tower. They're no longer juggling. They don't want to juggle anymore. They may be broke. They may be, there's the King of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Somebody wants to give. Could be Capricorn energy, could be Taurus energy, could be Virgo. Somebody wants to give now to someone. They don't want to hold back their pentacles. So somebody could have been holding back their contribution to something, to this new beginning. And somebody's kind of shocked about this. Somebody's shocked about somebody wanting to move to calmer waters, and they are longing for this new beginning. They're longing for a family. They're longing to give to a situation. Two of Wands. To a Nine of Pentacles. We have, why is this Empress is in reverse? Why is she in reverse? Was that supposed to come out like that? No, she's come out in the upright. Somebody was jealous of this Empress. Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So yeah, they want to actually engage with the Empress. So this is an Emperor wanting to now engage with an Empress. They want to take this person out of the being single. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody might want to get married. Or certainly make some sort of partnership here, because this is the alliance. So somebody wants to align with the collective. Whom is in their power? Being the Empress. So this whole situation has created an Emperor and an Empress. So let's pull out the Emperor and the Empress on their own and just see what comes out with this. Okay. Somebody could be burnt out. Truth is coming. Okay, let's clarify the Emperor and the Empress together. This is the alliance here. This is the alliance between an Emperor and an Empress. These are two people that have gone through these challenges that has brought them together in alignment, in the in the same frequency. So they have both stepped up because of all that other nonsense. They've both stepped up into this Emperor Empress leadership, sun, throne, strength, energy, because of the past South Node experiences that brought this change with all these tensions. So the tensions is that's like the chaos that was created, that made the change to bring together the alliance. Wow, this is so clear. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the Emperor, please, Spirit. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify this Emperor. Could have been an Emperor doing something in the dark, or he's still lurking around. He's lurking around in the dark, is he? Could be still. This person could. Don't know. Hang on. Clarify the Moon. Or he might be. the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is this? So this could be somebody who never came forward out of the dark, although this was somebody who didn't want to change, but they have. Hang on, the Moon and the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. The Moon and the Knight of Swords in reverse. A Queen of Cups. So this could be the Queen of Cups that may have been preventing somebody from moving forward. Clarify the Moon. Aha, the messages. Somebody who was holding back messages. Or this is somebody talking in the background. A Hierophant. He's in the upright. So this person could be talking to a mother figure about maybe exposing something. This is the Sun in reverse. So no. This is somebody talking to a Queen of Cups. They're not moving forward yet. They're communicating in the dark with the Queen of Cups. And this is why they're not moving forward. Possibly because of this Queen of Cups. But this is emotion. So this person could be speaking their emotions, but it's in the background. It's like they're not being open about speaking about their emotions. They could be talking to somebody, like behind the scenes, about how they really feel with the Hierophant in the upright. About, like standing, like basically becoming that leader that we're talking about. So this person may be talking about becoming this leader that they're supposed to be and coming out of the dark. Coming out of the dark. Sun in reverse. Juggling. Now that came out sideways. Is that how? Whoops. Juggling. This could be somebody that they're juggling their time with. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, although this could be a mother or something like that. But they're not moving forward, maybe because of this person. What is the Two of Pentacles? Healing. Somebody's healing. Or they're ending the juggle. Ending the juggle. Four of Swords. Walking away. They're walking away from something. They're walking away. They may not have learnt a lesson about not giving. Is that how that's meant to come out? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to read that. It's like walking away from not giving. Are you learning a lesson? I'm going to put them back and see what comes out again because I'm not sure how to read it. Clarify this Eight of Cups, Four of Swords. Well, I'm glad to see this. So this is the sabotage in reverse. So they're walking away from, it could have been self-sabotaging back and forth, you know what I mean? Talking themselves out of, this and that, trying to weigh things up in the background as to what these messages are. Walking away from the swords. It could be walking away from bitterness. The Empress. Okay, let's clarify the Empress. Clarify the Empress, please. So somebody's not even... Page of Wands. So somebody's not communicating. Somebody's not getting a message. somebody might be missing some messages, or they're not getting some messages. Two of Wands. They feel left out in the cold. But there's no conflict. Or they don't. Five of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles, 5-5. See, 5-5 is change, right? 5-5, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Balancing their pentacles. So somebody's just not engaging in conflict. They're accepted being left out in the cold, and they're focusing on balancing their finances because they're not getting any message. So there's no message here. 6, or someone's not moving to calmer waters. This is like being left out in limbo because, yeah, like, so somebody's not getting a message, so they feel left out in the cold. They're trying not to be conflicted about a situation and focusing on their finance, but they're not moving on, or they haven't moved on to an Ace of Wands. Clarify the Six of Swords. Yeah, no offer. They're not getting a message, but they're not moving on from no offer. What does that mean? Not moving on from no offer, no message, being left out. It's like being left in limbo, not fully disconnecting. They're trying to focus on their pentacles. So this could be, this is the Empress here. The Cups, yeah, Devil energy in reverse. Devil energy in reverse, clarify. The Star. We have the Star and the Nine of Wands. Wounded Warrior in reverse. Somebody's trying not to be wounded and be the Star, so but this is kind of giving a bit of a stuck energy. Star, clarify. Somebody's shocked. What is this? Tower in reverse. Ace of Wands. Where's that supposed to come out? Ace of Wands coming out sideways too. Somebody being... what is this? Ace of Wands. Ugh. Ten of Swords. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. This could be self-sabotaging, somebody not learning a lesson, or somebody has been doing magic over somebody. This is still... damn. Or this could be somebody not getting a message about this person's change because they've kept it all quiet. But they're moving on, they're healing, they're moving away from this Five of Swords energy, healing. Well, what it was looking like is that these two people were going to make an alliance, but I'm not sure. Somebody could be, because there's no communication going on, there's an issue here. This could be this push and pull energy with the tension. You know, like, is it this or is it that? You know, because there's no communication between these two people. But at the same time, they're aligning. So what is going on? Clarify the Magician in reverse with this Ten of Swords, Temperance, untempered. So somebody's still doing magic. Somebody's still... It could be this Queen of Cups. It could be this Queen of Cups saying to this Emperor to walk away from someone. This is like outside interference between an Emperor and an Empress. So somebody could be doing actual sex magic, right? To keep somebody from communicating with someone. Clarify this Temperance in reverse. Yeah, like to keep somebody apart. This is to keep people apart, right? This is somebody interfering with somebody's alliance. Ugh. Somebody waiting for their ships to come in. So somebody's, yeah, it's over waiting. This could be the alliance. Loyalty here. Somebody's made a decision to not take a leap of faith with the King of Wands in reverse. But somebody did not take a leap of faith with the King of Wands in reverse. We have a King of Cups in reverse. So he's coming out in reverse there. This is definitely somebody trying to end somebody's connection. Well, this is somebody that's made a decision to not align with this King of Cups and King of Wands. We've got two people here in reverse. Or these could be the people doing something here to block. These could be the people that are trying to block someone. Clarify the star energy again, please, Spirit. Clarify the star. Page of Cups in reverse. It could be some immature energy. Someone's not learnt their lesson about. I feel like the collective is not engaging with anyone here. Left out in the cold. They're not going to be conflicted. They're just focusing on their pentacles. They're not moving on, but they're not taking any offers. But we have an unhealed, I just heard an unhealed heart here with the star, who could be an immature star, or it could be somebody, an immature Aquarius that is not learnt lessons, who is doing this magic, causing this tower for someone, using, intimate magic to keep this couple apart, because we definitely have an Emperor and an Empress here. But it looks like we have interference from possibly an Aquarius, immature Aquarius energy, who could be doing this magic, blocking someone's messages, blocking someone's offers. And we've got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, not holding back. King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody in poverty, holding back, keeping someone in poverty, holding someone back. Yeah, this is someone stifling someone's movement. And Collective's got their guard up as the High Priestess. We also have a Queen of Wands in reverse. So yes, so there's no communication coming in with this alliance, but this is an alliance. So somebody's trying to block that. Somebody's causing this tension in between, and keeping somebody in their south node. Keeping somebody, stagnant. Okay, let's see if we can get a final outcome for this couple. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we can get a final outcome. High Priestess. The Empress has graduated into a High Priestess position. That's the leader, right? The Sun energy. What's the outcome for the Emperor? The Emperor wants to move on. They don't, well, it's okay. So the Emperor doesn't want conflict. They want a new beginning. They want a passionate new beginning. Clarify this Ace of Wands. We have a player and we have this Nine of Cups in reverse. Overindulgence. Is that the way it's meant to come out? Hang on. That looked like it come out in the upright, so which means this one would be in the reverse. Alright. So the Ace of Wands, this person doesn't want conflict. They want a passionate new beginning because there's lots of love here, and they don't want to be a player. They don't want conflict and they don't want to be a player. Clarify the High Priestess, Empress. High Priestess, Empress. Moving forward. The King of Cups is in reverse. Is he supposed to be in reverse? Now he's coming out in the upright. So this could be emotional. Clarify this King of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups. Contract. Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Healing. Or the end of a contract. This could be an ending of a contract. Four of Swords. Clarify this Four of Swords. Three of Cups. Ending a, so this could be a divorce. So this could be a divorce. So this is a mix. This is somebody could be divorcing someone here, ending a contract. The other way I can read this is that somebody wants a contract and wants to end a state of no love. It can go both those ways, because this King of Cups is coming out in the upright to me. Clarifies the Ace of Cups. There's no missed opportunity with this player. This came out over here. There's no missed opportunity here because somebody is full of I feel like this Nine of Cups is like full of love. They may want to give. Four of Cups. Information or watching. They might be watching someone. Or they're gaining knowledge. What is this knowledge? Or Page of Swords? Holding back information. So again, see, this person is just holding back communication because they don't want to regret something. What is this? Nine of Swords in reverse? Maybe they're for the truth. They don't want someone to regret their truth. They're holding back a truth. Holding back their truth. No, the truth on why they're not taking a leap of faith. Why are they not taking this leap of faith? Because of their pentacles? Balancing their pentacles, finances. So somebody might be just concentrating on balancing their finances. That's what I said, but that's what I said the Empress was doing in the last spread. Here he comes out as the Hierophant. With the Tower in reverse and the Message in reverse. So they're still not communicating their intention. Why are they not communicating their intention? Because of a King of Pentacles. Loyalty? Is it loyalty or the coin? King of Pentacles. Third party. I just heard a loyalty to the crown. This could be loyalty to a group. But did I not say someone was walking away from a group? Somebody was... So they're not communicating because of loyalty to a third party or a group. They don't want conflict. So the conflict could be with the group that they don't want. Right? Because of their passion. I don't know, collective. You're going to have to take it as it resonates. Somebody's made a decision here. So somebody's made a decision to communicate with someone. clarify this again. There's Three of Pentacles over here. No love. Ending. Someone doesn't want to be left out in the cold. They're withdrawing their swords. The battle's over. The battle. Love conflict. Battle is over. Something's been seen, or the illusions have been lifted. What are these illusions lifted? For an Empress. The Empress is using their intuition. Okay. On this situation, and they possibly could be single, or they're realizing that somebody else is sovereign. Somebody else is single. So who is this sovereign? Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Judgment. So they're making a judgment to be single here. Possibly. Because they're not getting the communication they need. So they're ending something with the King of Cups because of that judgment. They're making a judgment to stand in their power. Queen of Wands. She is again with the Wheel of Fortune. Moving forward with their destined promise, I heard. The Wheel of Fortune. Clarify. Queen of Swords is in reverse. She's been cold. Oh, this is how somebody's seeing this person. This person has shut down their heart chakra because of this situation. That's why the Ace of Cups is in reverse. So they've just shut down their heart because of this situation and chosen to go alone. Queen of Swords. Somebody's no longer in their head about anything and walked away. There we have it. It doesn't look like these couple are actually coming together. But at the bottom of the deck, we've got untempered, and we've got this new beginning, or young person or child. Untempered. Untempered child. So this could be like a spoiled brat. Heartbroken. Somebody's communicated. Eight of Wands. Heartbreak. That's put somebody in the hangman position using magic. Untempered magic. Child. Someone could be doing magic on their child. You could be the child. This could be your child doing magic to keep somebody stuck and not open their heart. This Empress here has got her back to this Emperor. And this person's not speaking their truth, focusing on the money, not taking a leap of faith, being loyal to a third party, and this is why they're holding back, because they're being loyal to a third party or a group. It could be a coven. Yeah. But, you know, like with the tension card, with the square, semi-square card, Quincunx card, this is all these different factors that are pushing and pulling on someone's alliance. but it's saying there's change from the past. I think somebody's reflecting. So this could be a whole reflection of what's gone on in the past relating to a discomfort. But didn't I say we wanted to get an outcome? And this is not looking like a successful alliance here. Although in the original cards that's what it's saying. But again, we're getting this push and pull type energy. Okay, so let's see if we can get some zodiac signs here or something. Okay, so clarify who we got here, Spirit, or any other messages that we need to tell the collective. Opposition. Confrontation. Damn. Look at that. Opposition and confrontation. And then we've got the trine sextile. Symbiosis. So I'll need to read this from the books so that I know what's going on here. Trine sextile. Confrontation. So this could be like that third party opposition. So let's have a look. 53. Okay. Well, I'll just turn this on so I can see. Okay. Alright. Challenging aspects. When two planets oppose each other across the circle of the zodiac, as the sun and moon do on a full moon. Oh yeah, because the Emperor was coming out with the moon card. As the sun and moon do on a full moon. Actually, we've got a full moon coming up too. Both planets will either be in signs of yang elements, fire and air, or yin elements, water and earth, and stare directly at each other across the earth-like partners in a wrestling match. The opposition can feel like a dare or a challenge, like boot camp, where a confrontation pushes everyone to grow. Yes, that was what was coming out, right? So the challenges was to push everybody to move into a higher frequency. The action, this is not a comfortable situation, but that's not the point. You're being challenged to grow. Look at the situation as a dojo, a martial arts training center. Great. And take the training. So this is preparing us for, I just heard preparing us for a union. You don't have to trust the wisdom of the people you are wrestling with, but you can trust the pattern itself in this great cosmic workout. Practice your best skills, stay centered, and operate from wisdom and strategy instead of emotional heat. So yes, we've been asked to actually look at things in a very grounded manner. Yeah, not taking things for face value. Listen for hints on how to improve your style. The obstacles in your way are not there to stop you, but to push you toward your personal best. So this could be just that this Emperor and Empress are not ready to connect yet. It doesn't mean that it's not becoming an alliance. It's actually, we're at the mode at the moment of that, pulling both ways, trying to make a decision, trying to get the energies in alignment, and it's preparing us for this smooth alliance. But there's these lessons that have to be learnt first. The situation may be set up as a... sorry, my eyes aren't so good. A dichotomy, you or them, love or work, your ideas versus their ideas. Question the dichotomy's illusion. So this is a couple here that are on different, could be different cultures, could be different religions, something like that. And look for a third position of resolution, a both and solution versus either or. So that's what the third party could be, is the actual difference. And I did read that in another one. The difference is what makes the strength. So being able to create the pattern with like yin and yang, like they were saying, like the opposites, one goes this way, one goes that way, but that creates the pattern in its entirety for this leadership position, because this is about leadership here, and the oppositions in leadership. But it needs both to make the pattern a whole, right? Like the yin and yang, like you need matter with dark matter, to be able to make the pattern. Otherwise it's, or like in music patterns, you've got the pauses, and then you've got the notes. If the way forward feels truly blocked, look for another path. Sometimes an opposition, particularly in transit, says you shall not pass this way, find another route. An opposition dares you to proceed. Decide if this path is worth the struggle. If it is, grow those skills, hold your ground, and fight for what you believe in. You are being asked to prove to yourself and others that you have the skills needed for the next step. So this has actually put us through a cycle of lessons to put these two people into leadership positions, whether it is that together or not. Challenge. This situation is an inconvenient growth opportunity, but not a punishment. Decide if it is time to build muscles or to find another path. This situation offers you a chance to burn through karma if you can continually respond with compassion and tough love from your higher self. Take the high road. You take the high road and I'll take the low road. So that's the opposition. Okay, so 52, the trine sextiles. Let's see. Symbiosis. Trine and sextile planets promote collaboration by backing one another up. So as it has been, it's been more like opposition rather than collaboration and backing one up. So this could be what the change is here, Back one another up, cheering one another on and adding strength and value to their roles. That's what's going on. A trine is formed by two planets, 1/3 of the way around the circle from each other, 120 degrees apart. A sextile is half that, 60 degrees apart. Trine planets operate from the same element, fire, earth, air, or water. So somebody could be of the same element here and speak that language. But I think it's completely the opposite. Sextile planets relate from the same polarity, but in different modalities: cardinal, fixed, or mutable. They operate like supportive, non-competitive best buddies. So somebody might be actually having their best mate come in, their friend, like this could be a friend. Lean into what is easy and comfortable. So this is going with the flow. And use that comfort to renew, grow, and expand. Look for people who have compatible and complementary ideas or skills to yours. Work with your allies. Gently expand your world through compatible people, collaborative skills, and through doing what you love. Oh, excuse me. Something just was really stabbing in my throat here. What's that about? Look for a person who holds a missing piece. Look for the person who has a missing piece of the project and bring them in. Find those whose work you approve of and invest in them. So you've got to be on the same page, right? Engage family members and friends who really understand you. Explore what you have in common with a beloved and focus on that rather than on your differences, and build out from there. Wander in a favourite landscape and learn from what you find there. Play your favourite music, but on a new instrument. Bring your attention to where the energy flows easily, where support can be found, where enthusiasm exists. Grow organically. That's going with the flow, right? It's the Wu way. When life is hard, a dinner with friends where you can laugh, relax, and let down your guard can be great medicine. What a balm to talk over problems with someone who understands your worldview and to whom you don't need to explain yourself. Moments of ease can prepare us for the bigger challenges ahead. The challenge? The path of least resistance. Did I not say the Wu way? Can be both delightful and limiting. And don't get stuck in a comfortable rut. Say, okay, we've got to come out of our comfort zone as well. So we can't just always go with what's comfortable, right? We do have to stick out. We have to go out on a limb sometimes. That's the challenge for us, because we might be inclined to always just go with the flow, right, and not go up in opposition, and that could be what a challenge is here, and this push and pull type of energy. Lift one another up and grow. The comfort of compatible aspects can help us build up the resources needed to do the hard work and face the tough stuff. So there we go. So yeah, this is all about building our alliances, right? Which is which is all very, very cool. So Spirit, you're going to give us because we haven't got any zodiacs here yet. So if we see if Spirit's going to give us some zodiacs or just give us some more information. I'm going to give us some zodiacs here. North Node. Oh, we got an Aries. 12th house. North Node, future. So this is our destined path. Aries. So an Aries could be involved here. We've got the 12th house, introspection. So going within. Act. So yeah, Aries is all about action, taking action to move towards the North Node future after reflecting. So we reflect on the 12th house, going within, and reflect on how to take action to actually move forward into the North Node, into the future. So I think we pretty much covered it. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again in the next one. So please like, share and subscribe. It's very, very welcome and useful and helpful for me. And you can make a donation, which is really, really helpful for me. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.